Welcome in YouTube to DJ Deliberates. Go ahead and hit that like button. And also, if you're new to the channel and you haven't already done so, hit that sub button here on YouTube. It is free and it does help us out immensely. Y'all are killing it. I really do appreciate it. Had a lot of fun with CyberPunk 2077. We put 117 hours into this game. We did. And I'm telling you right now, the first 50 hours were nothing but the gigs, the cyber psychos, and the NCPD dispatch calls. That is it. We didn't even do side quests yet. We hadn't done any. We have done the bare minimum of the main story, which is the heist. So a lot of people, when this game came out in 2020, December of 2020, were very upset with how it came out. It wasn't finished. And there's a lot of blame to go around with CD Projekt Red at that point. I think the developers knew it wasn't ready, but at some point, as the actual people trying to make money off the game, the corpos, if you will, decided, you know what, we got to push it forward. We've already delayed this multiple times. We got to get it out. So they got it out. It was buggy, supposedly. I mean, I played it a little bit in 2020 and I didn't really have a problem. The problem for me was I didn't get instantly hooked and I went to like doing Call of Duty. So again, I hadn't had a problem back then. It's a lot of people did. And there was a lot of game breaking things. They have cleaned the game up, is much better now. I feel like if you still own this game and you never finished it, now is a good time to dive back into it. Go play this game. For sure. It is definitely a 9 out of 10 game. If this game right now, as it was, came out right now, this is easily Game of the Year 2022. Easily. That is how good this game is. The story is very deep. Well, let me back up. The main story, there's like, 5 missions after the heist, but the writing is good. The acting is very good. The ending is amazing. This is, like I said at the end of the last episode, the actual end of the last episode, very few games do I ever want to go back and see the different outcomes. This one, I was excited to see all the different outcomes. And I still think there's a couple more I could do, playthroughs that I could do to get different endings. But for now, I am happy, very happy that I went back. I gave this game a chance. If you don't own it, I would say still pick it up. I still feel like you're going to put 50 to 100 hours into this game. And that is getting your money's worth out of it. Also, the Edge Runners cartoon. Obviously, there's a big push to bring people back from that. That was very well done on Netflix. I did check it out. I thought it was great. It really does help with the story. Now, there will be, supposedly there will be some DLC in 2023. That's when we will go back to this game. We might actually even do a fresh playthrough at that point. Well, we'll have to see. It's probably going to be a standalone DLC. It will have nothing to do with V, won't have anything to do with Johnny or any of the other characters, unless it's River. That's the one prediction I'm making, is it's probably going to be River doing some detective work or whatnot. I did have issues streaming and recording this game. It is very good. It's very beautiful. Even on, I didn't use DLSS after like the 5th episode. Ray tracing I turned off and I turned everything down to medium. It still looked beautiful. But it was very hard to stream and record it, which kind of bummed me out because I did enjoy streaming it. We did have a bunch of people come in and talk. We were able to talk about the game and various things. So that's kind of like a knock, in my opinion, on this game. Also, there are still visual glitches. There will be guns in the air, flying in the air. There's some that would get stuck in the ground that you can still pick them up. I mean, it's just a visual glitch. And then there was a couple times towards the end of the game where skins weren't really loading in or they were delayed. But, I mean, outside of that, it wasn't terrible. I did have 2 instances while I was streaming. The game crashed and actually took down my stream. So, piece of advice, always save. You can save this game as many times as you want. Just don't save repeatedly over the same game, if you know what I mean. If you watch the playthrough, you know what I mean. Like, do multiple saves and just keep going back and forth as you do it. Definitely worth checking out if you're a fan of these kind of games. I am looking forward to playing the DLC when it comes out. The bikes in the game were beautiful. The scenery was beautiful. The vehicles were fun and looked beautiful. Everything handled as well as you would expect. I've played Grand Theft Auto before, and you would think handling it in GTA would be better than it was in Cyberpunk. In my opinion, Cyberpunk was a little bit better. Yeah, I mean, throughout the playthrough, I do make my comments here and there. Again, really, the one thing I would say is I wish I was able to stream and record it more. I didn't really want to mess up especially the main mission, so that's why I did that on just YouTube. I did not stream it. Also, again, in episode 0, first time I've ever done episode 0, I just wanted to make perfectly clear, this is a very adult game. Very adult. So if that kind of thing turns you off and scares you, or you don't want anything to do with it, please do not play this game. That is like, those are the only people that should not be playing this game. Other than that, I feel like everybody should give this game an opportunity. I know quite a few people that have done multiple playthroughs. There are differences at the beginning of each playthrough, like the Nomad, the Street Kid, and the Corpo all have different beginnings. I feel like y'all get in the same end, and that's the other thing. Instead of having different endings tied to the same character, I said this in the playthrough. To get a Street Kid ending, you should have had to been a Street Kid. To get the Corpo ending, you should have had to been a Corpo. To get the Nomad ending, you should have had to been a Nomad. That might be something I would have critiqued them on a little bit. But again, 9 out of 10. Go pick this up. This is easily a Game of the Year candidate if it came out right now. I don't think it will get put up for Game of the Year because it didn't come out this year, but maybe it will. I don't know, because so many people came back to it. That's awesome for the franchise. I hope they keep pushing forward. Hopefully it's more than just one DLC. I feel like it's going to be kind of like, if you've heard of or played Outriders has basically one DLC, that's World Slayer, and that came out about a year after the game itself had released. So I could definitely see them doing it like around May or June of next year. Thank you everybody for watching the videos. This was probably my best performing series, and I really do appreciate it. It was overwhelmingly positive. We will be on twitch.tv/DJViacal Monday through Friday. Check us out. We do play shooters. We do story games. We're going to be doing a lot more of those by the time this goes up. The Outer Worlds probably will be done, and also Tiny Tina's. So come check us out and see what we're doing. Say hi. And thank you all. Seriously, go ahead and hit the like button if you haven't already. And if you haven't already, hit that sub button for more quality content. We'll be back with other stuff. Talk to you later, YouTube. Bye-bye.